Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you enjoy scary stories of the paranormal, hauntings, bizarre, strange people and occurrences that sometimes just can't be explained away, then you've come to the right place. All my stories are either told in soft spoken form or whispered. So if that is your kind of thing, then hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because I do upload regularly, and like these videos so I know that you are enjoying what you're hearing. So go ahead and get your headphones, lay back, relax, watch the relaxing candle, or close your eyes. Today's story will be whispered, so headphones works best for the total experience. So let's go ahead and dive right in. 13 true scary ghost stories that'll have you questioning every shadow. They're best served around a campfire. While you certainly don't need to wait until All Hallows Eve to give yourself a good fright, after all, true crime shows are popular year-round. You can't deny that the fall is the perfect time to gather around a campfire or a woodsy scented candle and share a genuinely scary ghost story with your friends. From tales of haunted hotels that you can still visit, and houses crawling with specters, and supernatural encounters straight out of a Halloween movie. These scary ghost stories, which are actually said to be true, will kill, pun intended, at your autumn bash, your kids' sleepover, or an adults only wine or candy corn cocktail night. The Amityville haunting, one of the most infamous and well-known ghost stories, started on November 13th, 1974, when Ronald J. Defoe Jr. murdered his entire family in Amityville, New York. However, it wasn't the six-person homicide that put the sleepy little Long Island town on the map. It was the home's paranormal activity, which began 13 months later when it was acquired by the Lutz family. Of course, details of the haunting, like most hauntings, are unconfirmed. But the Lutz claimed that during their 28-day stay, they witnessed several strange and unexplainable events, like doors flew off their hinges, slime seeped out of the walls, and there were ghosts. George Lutz used to wake up at 3:15 every morning, the exact time the DeFeo murders were carried out. Since reports of the haunting first surfaced, the Amityville home has been the backdrop for several books, documentaries, and films. things moved at random. There were unexplained noises, and yes, ghosts. The parents even experienced the occasional possession, and while their home was not the site of a mass murder, many children died under mysterious or suspicious circumstances, and their deaths have been tied, albeit loosely, to legendary Satanist Bathsheba Sherman. The Crying Lady in the Dakota. When the Dakota was built, it was something of a modern marvel. According to Curbed New York, an 1885 real estate record and builder's guide regarded it as one of the noblest apartment houses of the world. And since its opening, it has housed many famous residents, including Peter Tchaikovsky, Lauren Bacall, Rosemary Clooney, Connie Chung, and Maury Povich. But the Dakota made a name for itself after John Lennon and Yoko Ono moved into the building in 1973. Why? Because Lennon claimed he saw a crying lady ghost roaming the halls, and after Lennon died, directly in front of the Dakota, Ono said she witnessed Lennon's ghost sitting at his piano. The Jersey Devil. While this one is not a ghost story, the tale of the Jersey Devil has withstood the test of time, and for good reason. Stories of the winged beast are truly terrifying. But who or what is the Jersey Devil? According to Weird New Jersey, the infamous creature haunting the Pine Barrens is the child of Mother Leeds, a Pine resident who conceived her 13th child in 1735. At the time, Leeds had no idea how she could care for, let alone afford, another kid, and so, in exasperation, she raised her hands to the heavens and proclaimed, "Let this one be a devil." Leeds got her wish. Moments after birth, her healthy baby boy grew horns and claws and bat-like wings. Legend has it, the devil then killed his mother before attacking onlookers. Phantom steamboat on the Tombigbee River. In February 1858, a steamboat named Eliza Battle set out on a cruise down Alabama's Tombigbee River. Witch. Much like The Conjuring, The Bell Witch is the subject of 2 films, An American Haunting and The Blair Witch Project, as well as several podcasts and books. But where did the witch come from? Rumor has it the Bell Witch first appeared in the early 1800s when the Bell family, for whom the witch was named, moved to Tennessee. After settling into their new home, the Bells began hearing strange noises, including dogs barking, chains rattling, and a woman whispering, and the latter became known as the Bell Witch. Of course, no one knows her true identity, but legend has it she's the ghost of a former neighbor, Kate Batts. It is also believed the witch played a role in the untimely loss of John Bell, who died from poisoning. The ghost of Henry Dixon. Tunnelton may be a small, unincorporated town in rural Indiana, but it is big in the ghost hunting community. Why? Because Tunnelton is home to the Tunnelton Tunnel, aka the Big Tunnel, where it is said numerous ghosts still linger, both on and beneath the grounds. However, the most famous tenant is Henry Dixon, a night watchman whose body was found just inside the tunnel in 1908. Dixon's murder was never solved, and many have reported seeing the watchman on patrol, lantern in hand. Locals have also been chased by Dixon. The legend of the Hamburger Man. While the origins of Hamburger Man are unclear, the reason for his moniker is obvious. Urban legend says the half-man, half-monster kidnaps his victims, drags them into the woods of Sand Hills State Park in Hutchinson, Kansas, and once there, grinds his victims into hamburger meat. Devil's Den. In the summer of 1863, hundreds of thousands of soldiers descended on Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and many lost their life. According It is believed Chloe resides on the property to this very day. The Villisca Axe murders. More than a century later, one brutal night still haunts the small town of Villisca, Iowa. In the early hours of the morning of June 10th, 1912, Josiah and Sarah Moore, their 4 children, and family friends Lena and Ina Stillinger were bludgeoned to death in their sleep at the Moore home. As the investigation unfolded, it was found that the doors of the house were locked. All but 2 windows were covered, and the murder weapon, an axe, was left at the scene. The killings remain unsolved. In 1994, the house's new owners restored the property to a near exact replica of how it looked at the time of the murders. Paranormal investigators have named the Villisca Axe Murder House as one of the most haunted in the country, with a ghost hunter even stabbing himself after a night spent in the home. The house is open for day tours and stays for $428 a night, and many occupants reporting they've had some sort of supernatural encounter, like hearing voices while sleeping overnight. The Ghost of Hinton Ampner. This haunted English mansion is what supposedly inspired Henry James to write his renowned horror novella, The Turn of the Screw, which in turn was reworked for television for Netflix's The Haunting of Bly Manor. As the story goes, in January 1765, the Ricketts family moved into the manor after renting it from a woman named Lady Stawell. Almost immediately, the inhabitants and the staff, particularly Mrs. Ricketts, reported multiple instances of observing ghostly beings and hearing disturbing sounds. Sightings included a swiftly walking tall woman in a silk dress and a cloaked figure. While living at the mansion, Mrs. Ricketts heard gunshots, slamming doors, footsteps, shrieks, and moans. They began before I went to bed and were heard till after broad day in the morning. A shrill female voice would begin, and then 2 others with man-like tone seemed to join in the discourse. Though this conversation sounded as if close to me, I could never distinguish words, she wrote at the time, according to the Nashville Trust. After 7 years, the Ricketts moved out once the home was deemed unfit for occupation. When it was demolished in 1793, workers found a box on the grounds that contained a small skull. It was thought the remains were from the child of Lord Stawell. lost her baby to a local professor who was attempting to keep kids from venturing out at night. She became so ingrained in the folklore of the town that there is a beloved local cafe named after her. Anybody who grew up in Abbeville grew up knowing the legend of Huggin Molly. A native of the town, Jimmy Rain told AL.com, "If your mother or dad didn't want you to be out after dark, they'd tell you Huggin Molly would get you, and you would believe it too." Thank you for listening. I hope you got something out of today's episode. And if you did enjoy it, hit the like button. I want to know your thoughts. Email me if you have a story, or you can comment below either a link or your